Welcome back to more Pokemon White 2. So last time we caught a new team member, Gligar. A very good Gligar too, very solid. So yeah, but Gligar is very underleveled, so yeah, we're gonna need to help catch him up a little bit. And also, yeah, we also need to increase that power by quite a bit too, if they're gonna be worthy of our team. So yeah, let's go to either the PWT or the Battle Subway. Of course, the first thing we need that Razor Fang. So there we go. Because that's the item that evolves it. The Razor Claw is for a different Pokemon in this game as well. Normally it makes the target flinch, but yeah, it's also an evolution item. So yeah, normally I think you need Waterfall to get a Razor Fang, so yeah, this is the way to go. Okay, well, it does mean that, yeah, now Acrobatics is weaker, but hey, it's still basically just as strong as Aerial, so yeah. Anyway, the other thing we can do here, though, which is a bit cheeky, buy 10 proteins and 10 carvers. We still have enough to buy like a TM as well, which is cool. One very useful TM will be Protect, so let's go get that. Mainly for the PWT, not PWT, Pokestar Studios. So yeah. And yeah, I didn't need to spend a single bit of money, so yeah, that's awesome. So let's go in here, let's have a look at back again. So yeah, I didn't actually have to spend that much, but that's okay. So yeah, all the proteins go into Gligar. Again, it has that really bad, Defense IV, but that's okay. We're gonna go all in on offenses then, so yeah. And there we go, so yeah. Now we have 100 attack and 100 speed, that's pretty good. Now yeah, technically I could use Dryami to pump it up even more, but considering, you know, it's already in a very good place, I think we'll just give it to the other team members. But there is one thing that we can do to help out Gligar a little bit. First of all, let's go to the big thing with Smoker, actually. Because, yeah, what we want to try and do is, yeah, we want to get Gligar to evolve. Actually, yeah, we want to go here first. But yeah, I think before that... No, let's go to the big thing with Smoker first. Is again, like I said, yeah, we do want to help out Gligar a little bit. So yeah, one thing that can help is those double battles. Gligar's actually pretty good in double battles, so yeah, considering, you know, the type it has, so yeah. So that's nice. So yeah. That'll definitely, you know, help its experience out a little bit. So yeah, we're gonna get Lacey in here to help out. And yeah, let's see what we can do. I should have taught it some moves before doing this, but that's okay. That's the other thing we probably should be doing, so yeah. So we got Pample and Panzer. Only level 33, so yeah, I do think that Gligar will be fine, especially with all those EVs we just gave it, so yeah. Alright, so let's go with Acrobatics, and let's go for the Earthquake. And yeah, no problem, we can just, you know, go for the good old spread Earthquake bar. Not too bad. I didn't really get that much though, is the problem. They were a bit underleveled compared to us, so yeah. Alright, so yeah, like I said, let's actually teach Gligar some moves. Because yeah, that would definitely help for, you know, battling her, so yeah. And yeah, the two moves I want are right next to each other, so that's good. We're gonna go with Bulldoze. Instead of Slash. And then we're gonna go with Rock Slide instead of Screech. And yeah, for the time being, I'll just keep U-Turn, because again, U-Turn's definitely a good move. Again, I'm not so sure what I want in that slot, I must admit. Again, it's gonna take some thinking. Is because, again, we do have a lot of, you know... We have a lot of, Bug-type moves already, so I'm not sure if, I want that. I'm wondering if I want either a certain move or more type coverage, so yeah. Anyway, let's see if we can do this, so yeah. These trains will be a little bit more high level, so yeah, these will be a more fitting task. So yeah, let's see, we got a Pansage. Let's see what we can do. So yeah, again, let's go for the good old acrobatics. A bit of a weak acrobatics, but let's see there, that's good enough. So there we go. With a nice critical hit. And yeah, let's hope that, you know, the rest fall to this. Bulldoze is technically stronger by a little bit, so yeah. And yeah, that's not great. I'm gonna eat this skull here, so I don't get burnt though, so that's good. And yeah, Gligar does have amazing stats, so yeah, we're gonna need to make up for that somehow. We make up for that by evolving, so yeah. Let's go with Bulldoze. It's something that, like, again, with the Eviolite's not that bad, but of course, you kind of don't want to use the Eviolite is the thing. We want to make sure that, yeah, we do get evolution here, so yeah, that's what's most important. Again, I could also be using the Lucky Egg as well, but yeah. So yeah, let's use a Freshwater to keep us topped up. There we go. And let's keep it up. This guy, I think, does have evolved Pokemon, so yeah, we'll see how we really do here. Against Connor. Well, he only has a Sandal here. Unfortunately, we don't have the right ability. We have Sandveil on this one. No Hypercolor, because that would completely block the Intimidate. Yeah, I don't actually think that Hypercolor was a good ability, but the fact that it stops Intimidate, though, is definitely very good. Embargo, I'm pretty sure that won't stop us from evolving if we get enough EXP, so yeah. It'd be really crazy if it did do that, so yeah. And here's the Unpleasant. I do wonder if we can take it. We are intimidated though, so yeah, but we are strong, is the thing. We have a lot of EVs on this thing, so yeah. So let's have a look. And it just wants to keep trying to attack, alright. We are 2 levels higher too, that's also something we got going for us. And yeah, thanks to all those speed EVs, we outspeed, so there we go. And we do an okay amount. And yeah, we can use items again, cool. Now, that doesn't mean we can flinch it, so that's kind of fun. There we go, unfortunately Roost. So yeah, this is going to be a bit of a long drawn battle. But the good thing is, yeah, we took that air slash really well. It took a lot better than I thought we would. Then again, like we keep saying before, Unpleasant has really bad special attacks, so yeah. So it kind of makes sense. Yeah, I got the Rock Slide flinch shots, I got the Razor Bite, there we go. Now we go for Acrobatics to take it out. And that should be it. We should be getting a Gliscor now. So there we go. Level 38. And yeah, hopefully that's good enough. There we go. No longer do we have weak stats. So there we go. Gliscor's on side now. Our team is back to being all fully evolved. So that's awesome. And yeah, Gliscor gets a few more moves on its side too. So that's awesome as well. I like those Fang moves. Ice Fang could be worth considering. Again, it's hard though because like it's only 65 power. Is that really gonna help us out? And yeah, because again you are behind, I would like to help you out a little bit. So yeah, help you catch up a little bit. So yeah, why not? Let's go with the Lucky Egg. A little bit, but again, I want that full powered acrobatics though, so yeah. And yeah, the stats. Yeah, not too bad compared to the rest of our team, so yeah. Considering it's a lot lower leveled, so yeah. Alright. That was a pretty big boost in stats, I must admit, so yeah. So yeah, Gliscor, yeah, getting a lot of fun already in this part. And we got a Girder, so yeah, unfortunately we don't have, you know, powered up acrobatics for this, but it's still a decently strong flying type move, so yeah, again, it's similar path to Aerial Ace, so yeah. So there we go, not too bad, and just blocks up, so there we go. So yeah, I do wonder how this class was gonna go, because again, I did want them to be, though, defensive, they had the very bad defense IV, so I guess we'll see how that goes. And there we go, a lot of EXP there. Not too bad. I do wonder if it could take on the record trainers with the Lucky Egg. That's going to be a bit of a tall ask because they're quite high level when compared to these trainers, so yeah. Again, it might just be wiser to just go EXP share. and then just, use that for the gym and the trains on Route 9. So yeah. But the big thing is small court though. I think it's fine to just use the Lucky Egg. Anyway, let's heal up once again. Yeah, I'm definitely happy with what I'm seeing so far, that's a thing, sure. And yeah, with all these EVs packed into it, Gliscor might actually be pretty good at getting us more BP back, so yeah. Yes, again, I wouldn't mind either, getting some of those like Hell Diamonds, obviously, so yeah. I do wonder if Gliscor could be the best. Now, one reason why it would be better than John Tracy is Flying Gem Acrobatics. I can definitely use that in the, Battle Subway, as long as I remember to take it off before the pumpkins, but if I don't, I can always reset and then I will lose it, so yeah. It's a bit annoying if that happens though, isn't it? So yeah. But anyway. So yeah, we got Sean Ross here. And yeah, now we actually have two Pokemon good against these two, so that's nice. It probably doesn't matter what Gliscor goes up, but hey, I guess Rockslide not too bad. Rockslide is a good move with Dull Bells, so yeah. We'll go for the Earthquaker. Yeah, I'm definitely very excited about Gliscor, like I said, yeah. With its very good defensive type, it's definitely going to be the glue that helps out our team quite a bit here, so yeah. And there we go, level 29. That nice and lucky I cut this out. So that's good. So now, yeah, can we take on a Zebstrika? I think we can, so yeah. I'm thinking, yeah, after this, yeah, I'm probably gonna go EXP share for, yeah, the, for what's coming up. Once it does catch up to Transceptor, we can definitely start using it, so yeah. So let's go with the Bulldoze. Acrobatics is our main attack, so yeah, that's why it's gonna be first, and there we go. We are strong enough now, so that's good. We got a lot of EXP thanks to Lucky Egg. Again, I really want to use the Lucky Egg to catch up, like I'm showing here. Yes, again, yeah, with how this team's laid out, again, the late team members, yeah, they're gonna have a lot of catching up to do with the rest, so yeah. That's kind of thing, so yeah. Now this person, yeah, they use two Grass-type Pokemon, so yeah, we'll see how we do against that. I do think that, yeah, Gliscor's really showing that they have a lot of potential, that's a thing, sure. And yeah, like I said, I can't wait to see what it can do. So yeah, we'll go for the Acrobatics again. Golden Sport is a bit annoying though. It's not the best against these two, it just kind of does a lot of damage, especially if, we have full powered Acrobatics. Yes, again, it is neutral to grass, but hey, that's okay. You get to level 40. On an X-Scissor, we have the TM for it, so I don't need to go for it if I don't want to. Right now, because again, we do have U-Turn, which has a bit more utility than X-Scissor, so yeah. Again, like I said though, that last suit though is definitely one to think about. So yeah. I think another thing about using Gliscor too is that again, it's not only a good, it's a Pokemon that can switch in well, but it can also do a lot of damage, and it's not too slow either, so it will definitely get an attack in. I think that's another reason why I want to use it too, so yeah. So there we go. Now, yeah, we got this person. I can't definitely see it doing well against the trainers. I do wonder if that's what I want to do though or not. Or just use the EXP share. I think I'm just going to use the EXP share. I think that's what I want to do, so yeah, we got Mary here. With the Frillish. But there is another thing we can do after this though, is the thing, so yeah. Let's just say. So we go for the Acrobatics here. Now one thing you can definitely do is, yeah, use the levels in Jordan Avenue. I'm not so sure if I want to do that, but we'll see, I guess. Is again, with the EXP share, I should just catch up naturally, is the thing, so yeah. We are very close to level, so now wouldn't be the time to use it, definitely, so yeah. I do want to go check out Jordan Avenue. We don't want to do the stat boost, because we already did that last day I recorded, and this is still the same lead. Again, it would be very fun to go Gliscor even more, EVs, because it's already well EV'd, but I don't think we need to. Again, I think those rings that I have, they're going to be good for the old team members who didn't have access to, slapping up all those carvos and calcium, so yeah. And yeah, we can also recruit more people too. Oh, it's you. So that's cool. Yeah, because we traded with her. And yeah, we can. And yeah, so yeah, so I can either you know what, let's recruit you. Who are we gonna replace? You can replace Jassy, Future, Gardner, or Elithia. That's a good question. What do you make for me? Is that a place I can light around? What about invite? Delicious meals. You know what? I'm gonna go with it actually. The deli's only level 2, so yeah, we can have you join in the fun in this playthrough. Yeah, if you trade with someone or interact with someone, then yeah, they'll join up you, like you see there. That's cool. Yeah, what I want to do is I also want to heal her. There we go. So yeah, that's what recruit does, and yeah, apparently it only works with real players. So that's good to know. I do think that, yeah, there's big advantages to having a shop that's owned by a player, but I can't remember what they actually are, so yeah. I'm guessing... Do you want this? Let's have a look. Nah, it's not. Alright. Someone, do we get 2 or 1 person? Looks like I get 2 people, so yeah, again, if you interact with a lot of people, yeah, that makes a lot more people come to your join avenues, so yeah. You want to win prizes? Nah, me too, I go here. So there we go. And yeah, we got rank 3. So that's good. Maybe we'll get more lucky, so yeah. There's another person maybe, and also get rank 10. Yeah, there's a lot happening in this spot. Yona's here. Alright. See what they got. We got Chimbo. So that makes your Pokemon great. How about the Salon? Pretty sure this did go great, didn't it? It doesn't look that much different. I must admit, so yeah. And yeah, looks like, yeah, one more person is coming. So yeah, we're getting a lot more people there. Where do you think you want to go? I'm guessing to you. Let's have a look. Yep, that's where you want to go, so there we go. Also, yeah, it's just cool to have, you know, your players here as well, having their own fun. I'm pretty sure that, yeah, if I play on my Black 2 file, that means that, yeah, I'll be able to get, I believe it's actually a ring, so that's pretty cool. You trade the Zapping Racer, I say video have your own. Because of that, you've earned the privilege of renaming the avenue. It's considered a name for Journal that describes its character. Ooh, That's a difficult question, isn't it? What's a place that, you know, I belong, basically? I mean, yeah, there's only one thing that comes to mind. They're gonna call it the Wongon for the time being. The Wongon was to you now, yeah, that really does. After that took us serious, I believe through. I'll leave her into you. The obvious of us will be even more delayed. I am Chassis. Please talk to me when you want to change your Appy's name. I have some other ideas for names, but yeah, at the moment, yeah, that's Wongon is the one that speaks to me, so yeah. So what's the hardest thing in the Unova region? Well, I'm biased, so I'm gonna say the Pokestop Studios. So yeah. Alright. So yeah, we yeah, that was a big milestone getting to rank 10. So we're probably gonna medal for doing that. So like I said, yeah, we could do this, but oh yeah, I don't want to do that. I don't want to boost my stats this week. So again, we'll give the attack to probably Antonia once again. Obviously, Life School doesn't need us, so yeah, but I will take everything else though. You can get an Ultra Ball. With the Quick Balls too, that also means that, yeah, if I really want to catch all Litvix, there's one movie to do that with in particular, so yeah, here's again, as you probably said, yeah, I called the Litwick and the Bennett for Pokestar Studios, so yeah. That's why it's kind of a big deal to me, so yeah. we could increase Gliscor's happiness, but I don't really think we need to, so yeah, I guess we'll help them out. We'll give them a beauty card. It seems a bit weird to do, but hey. And now, yeah, they'll be very happy, so there we go. Now, yeah, another thing I could have done was bought with my, money situation, I could have definitely bought the harvesters here, but I don't know if I want to do that. And yeah, it's just kind of to make it so I don't need to worry about, the services anymore, so yeah, technically, yeah, if I really want to, I could just, keep buying these every day, so yeah, and I'll never run out, so yeah. I'll keep that in mind. Oh yeah, we'll take these though, once again. It's the kind of rare berries, that's why. So this has been a very weird part so far. With just, a whole lot of Gliscor action. I don't want that. And you can still make more money thanks to launch too, so that's nice. So again, Amber Coin, yeah, it's still useful obviously, but it's definitely not as needed now. You're buying the number 1 port Pokemon. I mean, that makes it 2 big catch a lot of Pokemon, so yeah. Anyway, alright. So with that done, yeah, Gliscor is going to go into the back and take the XP shot. Because, yeah, I do think that, yeah, with this game, the XP shot does a very good job of catching up a Pokemon. And again, the trainers are a bit high leveled for Gliscor. I still think Gliscor do well, it's just that, again, let's not risk it too much. And again, like I said, I don't feel good using Lucky too much. I mean, I did just use it as the thing. But yeah, I think I only really want to use it right there. After this, I might not even use it actually, because yeah, I might prefer to use the EXP shot. Because again, it is about to upgrade. I believe it gets to like level 40 trainers, thereabouts. I mean, by that point, yeah, I should probably be able to fight them off with the Lucky Egg, but anyway. And then, yeah, once that happens, yeah, I'll definitely get caught up in no time, so yeah. And yeah, I think only with the Big Samus Sword Cut I want to use the Lucky Egg. Everything else the XP shell do, so yeah. I think that's what I want to do. Yes, yeah, with my practice playthrough, yeah, I did realize that, yeah, with the EXP shell, I could catch up team members actually pretty quickly, and it doesn't really affect me too bad in the long term, so yeah. Another guide to let you progression visit over this city. Let's check out Route 9. There's 1 major new Pokemon we need to talk about, and then 2 returnees now that are old. Let's first off start fighting you. Join our team. Actually, I'll force you to join our team. So we got a lot of hooligans hooning about here, so yeah, let's take them on. Alright. I mean, that's great. Well, I could have thought this would. The life squad definitely, but oh well. There are definitely some decent trainers on this route, so I don't want to take my chances. But anyway. So that Pokemon's Pawniard. So Pawniard is a very interesting Pokemon to talk about. The Dark Steel type Pokemon, and one of its abilities is Defiant, which is pretty good. I think those are trainers quite this strong. I guess it's a more casual one. Anyway, let's go in the grass first. So yeah, Dark Steel is a very interesting type. Again, the Steel type obviously, gives you a lot of resistances. It does have the times for fire weakness, but yeah, you can obviously cover that with certain teammates, like Gliscor for example, so yeah. But yeah, overall, I do think it's a pretty solid type. Yeah, there wasn't any Rustling Grass, I think. Yeah, there's 1 trainer here, but that's it, I think. You also got the Dark Grasses as the place to go if you want to catch some new Pokemon here. Obviously, so yeah. If I win, give me your Pokemon. Yeah, he sounds like Team Plaza. I'm pretty sure that's the point, but anyway. So we got Reese here with his Crocodile. Anyway, so yeah, the ability one's Defiant because yeah, it basically turns Intimidate into +1 attack, which is really good. And if the opponent decides to waste their time trying to lower your stats, well, yeah, you're gonna get hit, which is nice. Inner Focus is alright, mainly in double battles because Fake Out is a very good move there. But yeah, Defiant is probably going to see more use, and it's even the better ability in double battles because Intimidate is everywhere. That was just a joke, everyone's taking it too so seriously. I take weak Pokemon and raise them with Tendeca until they're good and strong. That's my policy. Let's get this Dart Jump. And doing a very social with tournament this Pokemon. Of course, yeah, one of the things about this Pokemon, it takes a long time to evolve. Level 52. Considering that, yeah, we are basically around that level, that's not the worst in the world. It's just that, yeah, like my Gliscor here, you're probably going to need to help it catch up a little bit, and considering, yeah, it takes a while to evolve, that might be a little difficult for some. Anyway, the thing about this Pokemon, it kind of misses out on one of its best moves, Sucker Punch. Sucker Punch is an egg move, which we obviously don't have access to. That's a bit of a shame. But outside of that, though, its moves aren't bad. They level up. Iron Head and Night Slash are both there, which is good. You want to pass through her, then you must greet me. And of course, yeah, the TMs are also pretty good. It gets actually a lot of good TM moves. Like, a lot of different coverage moves for a lot of different situations, like even Stone Edge, for example, and Grip Rate, and Exorcer. So yeah, you definitely got options there. Alongside, you know, your good old Iron Heads and your good old Night Slashes. So yeah, but again, missing out on Sucker Punch though is a bit of a shame. This Pokemon's amazing at using it because, well, yeah, you lower the stats, and then after that, the Sucker Punch goes crazy. So yeah, and then yeah, the Mewtwo's aren't too bad to it. I think the main thing is Low Kick. More situational than Grip Rate, but it could do quite a bit of damage on the right target. So yeah, that's some choice. So I'm gonna get this Quick Ball. And well, you go. No one can beat my Speed and Fury. And yeah, look at the stats. So yeah, Bishop has some very solid stats. 120 by attack, 100 defense, alongside decent 60 by HP, a decent 70 speed, sorry, social defense, and 60 social attack. It's a very well set up Pokemon, especially on the physical side. And of course, it's Steel type. It's definitely a decently resilient one. So yeah, as long as, you know, the opponent doesn't have a fire move, but hey, it is what it is, right? I've lost him such a loser. Put that guy. Alright, these two. They engage a double. Hey, what are you, boys? Yeah, good Pokemon, let me see. Let's give him another good battle. We got Jim and Cass with a Crocodile and a Trickle. Yeah, these are the guys I was probably most scared of, but yeah, I think the rest of it, they would have done fine, to be honest, so yeah. But yeah, of course, the Crocodile has Intimidate, which is going to make this a bit difficult, but that's okay. And so again, yeah, Bishop, yeah, it's just such a cool Pokemon. I definitely would have considered it for this playthrough, but we're actually not. So yeah, you know, yeah, I definitely think it could have been well. Again, it does add to our flying weakness, and also, I mean, not really that thing that. Again, our team is already full of Steel type, so hey, Steel type is a good type, so... But that wasn't a problem, yeah, I definitely would have thought about Bishop again. It kind of, again, is a shame that we have Sucker Punch, but hey, maybe that's something to think about when you play Black and White. I think the problem is, the Pokemon I have breeds with might not be available as the problem, but I am curious to have a little look right now, so yeah. So I go with the X's here, and not too bad. And of course, Glasgow's getting a pretty decent amount of strength. Okay, that's what you call friendship, huh? You're saying the friendship between us bad dudes isn't good enough? We got the Hidden Grotto, but also, yeah, the other two Pokemon on this route, they're being that Hidden Grotto, so I might just talk about both things together, so yeah. Anyway, while I'm here, yeah, I'm curious about Sucker Punch now. How does a Bishop get Sucker Punch in this game? It gets it from Spinder, the Cacnea family, and the Croagunk family, so yeah, none of those are Unova Pokemon, so yeah, you're definitely not doing this in Black and White. In this game, though, it's not possible, obviously, because, you know, main story, no breeding. But in the post-game, it is possible, because, yeah, we will have access to Croagunk and Toxicroak, so yeah. Don't repels? No. So that's something to consider. If you want to use, like, a Bishop in the post-game for fun, basically, yeah, well, there you go, I guess. And the Cheetah is currently undergoing a test to see how many people it can hold. That's right, I can't let any more people in right now. Yeah, that's definitely a weird test. I'm pretty sure that, yeah, if you're doing that in real life, there has to be a better way to do that in real life, right? So, yeah. I mean, those two are doing some interesting things. Including the Pokemon Rotom. Rotom, yeah, the Shopping Mall 9 is quite important for it, so yeah. Anyway. Here we are. I always like this place, because again, it has the cool sounding Pokemon remix, so yeah. Hey, this is what they're selling. Alright, I'm Mr. Clyde, the Pokemon Gym Guide, so I'm practicing being a guide too, alright? I was trying to a Pokemon bar inside the shopping mall. That means it's a place where only the strong survive. Got it? Okay. Oh, the shopping mall 9. It's called 9 because it's on Route 9. You can remember it by thinking of this. Done shopping? 9! This house is kind of weird. I'm a lady. I've come to do some shopping. I'm having ever so much trouble finding out what's sold there. Would you be so kind as to buy a hyper potion for me? I'll give you the money for it, sure. Thank you, it's the money for it. Just a hyper potion, please. Thank you ever so much for your help. And I have a hyper potion already, so yeah. Thank you for buying so quick. This is a much please ticket. You will get scanned for doing this, but hey. Stop being so much. I'm thrilled with all I've accomplished. So you're a trainer, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Rowan's gonna be seeing a lot of action, looks like. Welcome. Would you like a cold drink in a Pokemon battle? So yeah. So now I learned about that. Let's talk about Garboda and Mux. So Garboda, again, it's okay. We are about to get Drain Punch as a boot tier move for it, so that's cool. It also has Gunk Shot as well on its side. I don't really have Seed Bomb yet, but I think that is another move it gets, so yeah. Actually no, Seed Bomb was in Drift Ball, so yeah. Man, there's definitely the potential to get some decent moves with shards on Garboda, so yeah. And yeah, there's definitely some fun abilities you can use that with. It has Stench and it has Weak Armor, so yeah. It's a solid Poison type Pokemon. I'm grateful for Heaving, that's right, even against Subs Fever. Again, it has alright stats. This is not a bad time to go because again, it's close to... It should have a lot of good moves on it, so yeah. Not a terrible time to do that. Anyway. This amount of cardboard boxes, they're all full of electro appliances you can't sell anymore. They're just going to waste. The one is still into good use, so yeah. Of course, this is where Pokemon Rotom comes in, but we don't have a Rotom yet, so yeah. So I'm back to talking about stuff, so again, I think it's, you know, a fine Pokemon. Again, you can probably do better with some Poison type Pokemon, like, you know, something like a Weezing, obviously, it's going to be more focused on the physical defense, but hey. I do think there's some potential there with Garboda. It's just that again, Poison type competition is decent in this game, considering that, yeah, we have some very decent options recently in, like, Drapion, for example, so yeah. And yeah, we can get its ability to Aftermath. Aftermath is kind of good with the Rocky Helmet. It's probably the best held item if you're going with that. Well, the TMs, the shopping malls are must visit. That's right, you should brag about coming here. The team cut the Misthalton City. Not bad, considering that, again, we have a ton of money, so yeah, I'll definitely think about doing that. Yeah, they sell Hyper Beam and Giga Impact. Moves you wouldn't normally use in a playthrough, because again, they're only normal type and they have a bad downside where you skip your next turn. But again, I can obviously see some people getting some use out of them. Again, normal type Pokemon really like them because again, they get a strong stab. Anyway, it's good to run at this place because they sell vitamins, but if they're in Gravity, you get a little bit of a profit when compared. And X-Signs. X-Signs are very good. I think I find myself designed to raise a Pokemon stage called H up there. A lot of eyes like a trainer. You're the upper trainer. I'm a way to good at Pokemon battles, so yeah. So again, Aftermath, yeah, if you're going with a Rocky Helmet on your Garboda, it's probably the hell I'm to go with, because yeah, when it does go down, it does a lot of damage to the opponent's Pokemon, so yeah. It does the 25% and the Rocky Helmet's damage on top, because again, it has to be physical contact for Aftermath, so yeah. So yeah, that's the synergy right there. But yeah, you don't need to go after it if you don't want to use a Rocky Helmet, I guess. But yeah, I do think it is worth thinking about at least. One of our learning experience fans to the tip. So yeah. When training out, the more you find yourself thinking. That's so you can help your Pokemon Battleman. And that's not good at Pokemon Battle, so it's great at making toast. I guess it does. So again, the Garboda, yeah, I think it's interesting. But again, at this point, I'd probably pick a Drapion over it as my Poison type Pokemon. Definitely so, definitely when compared to the other Pokemon we talk about Muck. Again, Muck, again, I don't think it's as good as Garboda. It does have that very good special defense though, obviously, and again, you don't have to wait for Grimer being very weak now at this point. It's just that again, I feel like there's just more fancy options with Poison types that have good type courage, once again Drapion, and Weezing. Because again, that's kind of the thing about Muck, obviously, it gets the amount of punches, so yeah, and it has a good attack stat on one side. Just that again, without breeding, it kind of can't fulfill its full potential. Like, yeah, I'm pretty sure it gets like Curse and Shadow Sneak, which are pretty decent moves with that, so yeah. What you got for us? Avenue of Fame, yeah, there we go. Can we get 100 mils? That's not going to be easy though, so yeah. So we'll see how that goes. Then again, yeah, Mark again, it has, again, these type coverage with the punches, but again, I do think that, yeah, there's just better Pokemon that could do, you know, coverage like that, I think. And again, yeah, it's just kind of there as a Pokemon. Like, you could use it, it'll do alright, kind of like I was talking about with Sorok and Lunatone, but yeah. Again, though, I think there's just more interesting options for your team, especially considering, you know, the amount of options you have, and also, you know, the parallel of this game, so yeah. And then, yeah, you can get a ability though, which I kind of recommend, Poison Touch. That move, that ability is interesting. It basically makes that any physical contact move Muck uses has an extra poison chance. Something like a Poison Jab has a close to 50% chance to poison them, which is cool. And stuff like, you know, Ice Punch, Thunder Punch, and Fire Punch also have poison chances. It definitely is pretty synergistic with the most Muck likes to use, so yeah. If you want to use it, Poison Touch is not a bad option. It's a Alolan form also kind of like that ability too, so yeah. Yeah, that's kind of loving too, yeah. The Alolan form kind of fixed a lot of the problems Muck had previously. No longer is it like, you know, a boring pure Poison type. Poison Dark fits it very well with its stats. There's a lot more interesting moves I can use in that game as well, so yeah. Still probably has to, you know, get through being a Grimer because Grimer isn't the best, but once it does though, yeah, it's a pretty solid Poison type in that game, so yeah. And of course, yeah, Poison obviously has more purpose in future games too because fairy types, so yeah. Again, in this game though, yeah, they only go against Grass obviously, so yeah. But anyway, we had a pretty interesting part. Gliscor put in a lot of work in the Gliscor put in a lot of work at the base small court. And yeah, the Sleeper's surely catching up to the rest of the team. Again, it's probably still going to be a bit of a while, but again, maybe after this gym, I'll start thinking about them as regular trainers. I mean, that's something we should think about doing, so yeah. Anyway, that's good though. Again, yeah, they're doing fine at the moment. Yeah, we gotta look at our stats again. Once again, yeah, 150 attack, 105 speed, that's not too bad. And hey, the IV on the defense might not be good, but it's very close to our attack though, so yeah. So again, they're doing well, and I'm pretty happy with this moveset for the time being, but again, I do see myself maybe switching out U-turn for something, so yeah. Anyway, that'll be that for now. See you next time. We're going to be taking on... Actually, do we take on the gym though, is the thing. It's either the gym, or I think I'm going to do another movie in Pokestar Studios, one of those two, so yeah. Because yeah, I think I'm ready for it, especially now I've got Protect. That's going to be very useful for that, so yeah. So anyway, look forward to whatever I install next, and I'll see you guys again for that.